Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Ethereum and Ethereum only, alright? Because Ethereum is obviously leading the market here and not Bitcoin. So we're looking at a Fibonacci chart here, guys. We're on a daily chart, and I literally removed all the lines I had just so I can, kind of give you guys a rundown on how I do these things. All right, so well, first of all, guys, we obviously, the white line here is the 21 EMA, as you all know, and the orange one is the 55 EMA, and the red one is the 200. Okay, so us getting here and well, I really think that the 21 is going to cross the 55 here, right? So kind of make a line upwards. It's snapping, so it's not letting me go, but yeah, basically going upwards, right? So where's our first resistance, right, guys? That's kind of just something you need to look at. Well, we obviously have a resistance here, okay? That's obvious. It's at 160, okay? After that, well, who knows, right? Who knows? We could actually get up here. We could actually get up there. Okay, so that's just two lines that I can draw out directly on the daily. And now let's just get onto it and draw a I can definitely see where we have some kind of channel going on here as well, right? So here we just make our technicals a little easier for ourselves, right? So this on the daily, guys, the bigger time frame, right? The bigger time frame leads, so you just have to look at it this way. Okay, so let's say you're not in a trade yet, right? I was in a trade, I got out, lost a little bit of money, jumped back in, made quite a bit of money, then, and I still need to scale in more. So am I afraid to scale in? Well, at the moment I simply wait for a small retracement on the smaller time frames, right? Not on the daily, but rather on the hourly. But these are my targets, right, guys? So 160 and in the 200s. Okay, obviously it also coincides with this channel, so it could very well do that, right? So that's just something I'm looking at right now on Ethereum. Let's also what other confluence do we have? We can also put a Fibonacci. So this is the wrong one. Let me actually take my Fibonacci retracement. So we take the top here, and we'll take this bottom, and like I put on the chart before, let me just get rid of this magnet tool here. We have the 618 and 65 here, right? This is definitely an area that we need to overcome. Okay, this is definitely an area we need to overcome. But once we overcome this, the next target is up there, right? So that's another 10% higher, and the next one is then again 30% higher. Okay, so that's kind of how I see it. Okay, and what it could do as well that we need to keep in mind is let's see here, let's get the brush here. So that it goes up there, right? It goes up here, and then it goes down here again, and then it goes up there, and it goes down here, and it goes up there, basically until it breaks out, right? It could do that as well, and we need to just be aware of that. But I don't simply believe that we will stop our rally right here, right now, because of the simple fact is that, yeah, this is the 618, but that would make a very weird picture, right? That you don't often see. You would get something like this. It could happen. Is it my biggest? And also if you draw this, like we already broke out of that, right? So it could still happen though, but it's just not likely in my opinion, right? It's likely for us to hit the 160, right? And that is just how I see it. It's likely for us to hit the 160, okay? What you can also see here is that the top coincides around with the 1.618 here at around $200. It's definitely, it's good for you to take your profits a little earlier than the big round 200 number. So within the 190 to 200s. Right? If we do break through this high, I don't think we will go through it immediately, but who knows, right? We'll have to see how strong the momentum is. What you can also see on the daily is we're not even overbought yet. Okay, and when is the strongest move? Well, the strongest moves happen when it's overbought. right? You get the last bit of pushing, right? It was overbought here, and then you get a huge push, right? So it's great to see that we have such a breakout right now. If we look on the 6 hour here, we obviously hit the 618 here. You know, I kind of want to see some kind of, it's probably going to have some kind of retrace here. This is the 6 hour here, 4 hour, 1 hour, right? So what's some levels you could look at, right? Well, you first have to be aware of that you know, there is some Elliott wave in there, right? That's why it's great that you know multiple things, right? So if this is like your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, this is your 4, this is your 5, well, then we have some kind of 5 ways going on here, right? And that is great. So if that is the case, then this is your new low, right? Because that's after 5 ways. So if this is the case, then let me just put on back the magnet. And this is our low. Oh, this is our low here, and this up here is our high, right? And let's just double click that, and we'll put this on 320 here. That's just to have it like stretch out a little bit. Okay, so, and well, now you have places where you could be adding to your long, right? This obviously the 236 coincides with the 21 EMA here, which you can also see. Basically, this one never went really to the 382, so keep that in mind. Right? We have a very strong trend, and that means it is, you know, a very strong uptrend. And so the 236 might be a good spot to add. The 382, obviously the 0.5 and 618. Okay, so that's just places you can be looking to add. Okay, but looking at the bigger picture, guys, right? Always be looking at the bigger picture. We still have a long way to go. Okay, whether we hit this top here, 13% higher. Okay, so people think they missed it all. Well, you know, you get a kind of like still an equal move. Okay, that's just my honest opinion. And if we go all the way up here, well, you still have a 50% move to go. Right, 50% move is quite big. Right, so that's just kind of what you can be looking at. All right, channels often play out, so just be patient, guys, and just buy the dips. Okay, definitely buy the dips based, of course, on good technicals. Right, like I said, you know, these Fibonacci's work perfectly well for it, etc. Right, obviously we hit this 618 to the dot. Right, you see, like basically the selling happens here at the 618. All right, at the 142.36. Well, almost, right? We went to 1.42, right? So yeah, so almost to the dot. Okay, and that's kind of just where we're at, right? On Ethereum. Just a quick update, guys. Right? Nothing much, nothing crazy. Obviously, keep these levels in mind. So if we go through the 618, then it's just cruising from there, right? It's cruising to the top. It's cruising to the top, guys. Right? Whether you want to put the top here, I mean, you could, right? At 165. So whether you put the top there, or you know, obviously we have another top up there, but it's just cruising after that. Okay, so we have some hurdle here, which also, if you look at it, right, if this is your bigger waves, well, then you know, this is your 1, right? This is your 2. This is your, well, 1. Like it's hard to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we still get a 5, right? So you know, this could already be like the 3 will be somewhere here, right? You're gonna get your 4 and you're gonna get 5, right? I don't know exactly how, but there's gonna be some 5 ways within that as well. So you just need to be looking for that, right? So if we go all the way zoomed in at like a 15 minutes here, what we can see is that it's respecting this 21 EMA very well. Okay, I'm not telling you to buy immediately when it pops there, because I do think that this needs to cool down a little bit. But nonetheless, it is respecting it very well, and you should acknowledge that. Okay, so now, am I saying that it's going up to the 200, to the 160 or 200, you know, the next day? No, not at all. You know, I think we need some retracement, probably some consolidation, and then the next pop-up. Okay, so that's kind of how I see it right now. I don't think this will just keep booming. it is Ethereum, guys. It's a big market cap. It's not that easy to just keep booming. It's not one of your little altcoins that's easy to boom. So you need to keep that in mind. But nonetheless, guys, it's looking pretty good here. Okay, so that is kind of what I'm doing, right? So you know what I'm doing. Obviously, I took some profits at the 618, but I still have some rolling. Okay, so just a little story, guys. Right, yesterday, basically I got in. You guys know I got in a 236, right? Then we wrote it up a little bit. I added some more. Then we had this disgusting wick. Well, not gonna lie, you know, I got out, right? I got out. After that, I saw it going up again. Once it crossed here, right? Once it crossed here, I jumped back in. You know, being stubborn. You know, if you want to call it that. You know, I just saw it going bullish again, so I jumped back in, and you know, I'm still in ever since. So, you know, and then I sold quite some at like the 618. All right. I believe it's like 40% I sold. So, you know, now I'm simply waiting for a pullback to add that back in. Obviously, I know the trend's not done yet, because as I just told you guys, I still expect us to hit, you know, I'm not saying at 165, but around this 160 area, right? Let's just put areas on here, right, instead of lines. So we're just going to put some areas on here instead of lines, okay? So just a rough area, right? Just a rough area. There, right? And then of course we have a rough area here, right? So there we go. Okay, so we have some more targets to hit, and that is kind of what we're looking at. Okay, so let's say it retraces a little bit. Okay, only a little bit. Okay, so just to like, who knows, right? It could only, maybe it only retraces to here. Then your next move's 15% or the 55 to like the other. So it's always good, guys. You need to have a plan and then just execute upon your plan. Okay, and don't be a scaredy cat like I was. I don't know why I went out of the trade and then back in. Like, yeah, you know, this candle looked okay, right, to me. But if you look at Bitcoin, this looked ugly. Okay, this looked ugly, super ugly. But that is, I should have never confused myself with other charts of other instruments, right? I know Bitcoin is a leading factor, but as you can see today, on Bitfinex at least, you can see Ethereum is the leading factor for the market, right? So maybe Ethereum is leading this bull market. I'm not saying we're going into a big bull market, but at least the bull market to the 200, okay? And then just to test it again and probably fall, right? I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to fall. That's just something you need to keep in mind as well. Of course, real quick, guys, we can be looking at at one more Fibonacci here. And that is, if we take this high, right, and then this low, obviously the very low, then we have another level here, right, that I'm not too fancy of, but this is definitely a 618 level as well. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so that's why we put all these areas here. That's definitely zones to look out for. Okay, that's definitely zones that could be of importance to us. So that's kind of my plan. So even if you get here, then that's still like a 7% in between that there's nothing. But that's kind of my zones, okay, guys? So do with it what you want, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I think this is the majority of the update I can give you on Ethereum right now. Also, guys, I have a Telegram group. Join up with the Crypto Price blog where you can ask me any question, ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? Let's see what's going on here. So we have the Bitcoin longs here. Yeah, that's interesting, you know. But I look at these charts, but more with like a little bit of fun, right? A little bit of fun for everyone. I don't believe in them, like, as in, they are not price action, right? They are a statistic of how many longs and how many shorts are open on Bitfinex. That's all it is, all right? So what do I think in bullish triangle? You can definitely not put triangles on longs and stuff, okay? That just doesn't work. Sometimes I draw it for fun, but it doesn't work, alright guys? It's not something you can base a trade on, okay? Keep that in mind. Don't base your trades on just the longs and shorts that are open in the market. I wouldn't do that. That's kind of like looking at the moon and saying like, you know, today's full moon, so I think we're going to full moon today, you know, as in price is going to full moon, right? I wouldn't do that, okay? So yeah, join up with that, guys. Also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, and well, you know, guys, we're still not in a bull market, so I would still tell you, like, don't go into ICOs or STOs or anything of that, because you will simply lose money, right? When it's a bull market, you probably make money. When it's a bear market, you probably lose money, right? It's that simple, so keep that in mind, all right? Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, right? So also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz, and I'm also on DLive, which is dlive.tv/Pygoz, where I live stream every now and then, and of course I also upload all my videos there now, right? So that's just another platform you can look at it as well. That's pretty much that, guys, all right? So yeah. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.